We deal with anywhere from 5,000 to 10,000 calls in a day.
We find through the course of an engagement on a DB&A project that our clients experience rewarding change. At the end of that period, and when that project comes to a close, that's where managed services comes in. We're able to continue giving support to our clients through both remote and on-site visits to help them continue some of the improvements that were made on the project, but also to challenge them to always reach for that next level.
Ed Financial originally engaged DB&A to work on some of our processes, look to see if there's any improvements that we can make.
We needed to be more efficient with the staff that we had versus just increasing our staffing levels.
It was eye-opening in a lot of regards as to how inefficient we really had been and how much more we could get out of our staff and get out of the work we were doing by making some of the changes.
When we were initially asked to engage with Ed Financial 4 years ago, we really focused on improving things that are metrics for the call center here. Since that time, we've gone into managed services.
We certainly branched out into the other call centers, the other servicing areas as well. So, I mean, at this point, it is all of operations.
One of the key things that we focus on with our clients is continued supplementing the accountability model that was installed during a project. Where we're actually engaging with our clients is to continue challenging them in the same way we did, so that that level of intensity isn't lost when a project comes to a close.
Yeah, I think the reason we delved into the managed services portions was just to have some level of accountability and just make sure we were continuing to make those changes and progress as much as we had from the first 6 months.
It kind of allows us to have that check-in, make sure we're staying on top of things.
They are engaging with my managers once a week typically, and they are actually on a call that we have once a week.
We talk on the phone usually about the software, also about our productivity numbers, any trends that we're seeing in the data, to see if there's any improvements that we can make to our processes.
A second area of focus is on business change. As the market changes, as the industry changes, and that obviously requires a change from the company, managed services helps to coach and advise through those changes so that clients can continue to improve and adapt when and where necessary.
Ed Financial has different lines of work, and so once we experienced the rollout in the call centers, we then rolled out to our processing.
Another way that managed services helps to provide value is through continued training and development.
Managed services helps develop our supervisors.
We're bringing in new leadership members all the time who may not have gone through the initial process with DB&A, so that gives them an opportunity to work closely and go over the processes.
And something that I do look forward to are the classes that we have. We have at least one class every quarter whenever they come by, and it's all about developing our leadership team and learning and growing.
The quarterly visit's more about training, working a little bit more with actual supervisors.
The supervisors are receiving identical training on what their expectations are.
They'll conduct shadowing, sit down with them, give them feedback, give them pointers, and then they sit down with us as well as a management team and kind of give us the advice on what they're seeing in ways that our leadership team can improve. So it's a very hands-on approach, which is, I think, very beneficial.
A final way that managed services provides value is continuous improvement. That while a lot of results were achieved during a short period of time on a project, what are new highs that we can achieve?
It can be a game changer for your organization.
I really do feel like DB&A has enabled me to develop my people, to grow my people.
Everybody can become better because of it.
What's really amazing about the engagement with Ed Financial is that it's still going 4 years later. That after 4 years, we continue to help them to find additional value in places where they are growing and developing their people.
What used to be considered and called the DB&A way is now the Ed Financial way.
There is no going back.